Okay, yay! Thank you guys for plugging in today. I'm so glad to see all your pretty faces. Y'all have been doing a great job. Faye, go ahead and you can kick us off. I know you have a promotion on your team to announce.
Okay, yes, I'm very excited to announce that Rita has made her HLP. She made it yesterday, and she was a little bit disappointed that she didn't have a good turnout for her event that she hosted, but she had an order out of it, which was great, and she got her daughter to order yesterday, so I'm just so proud of her, and she's just plugging along and doing really great.
Yeah, congratulations, Rita. Hopefully when you're watching this, you hear all of our congratulations coming out. You really are doing a great job. You know, any little bit of sharing is a great job. So way to go, way to hit your HLP. Awesome. Does anybody else have promotions to announce on their team, HLPs or 2,000 pluses? I know we're getting pretty close to some of them.
So close.
Wink, wink. 2 of you on here. Yes, you can have that. Sorry. Okay. Well, then we'll go ahead and get started. A couple of things. I had a really, really, really great training call with Peggy this morning. It just was really good. And so because our team is growing so big, I want to be a lot more intentional with you guys, especially my direct downline, whoever's direct to me. I'm going to be a lot more intentional with you and helping you guys to reach your goals and helping you work with your team to reach their goals. So all of the teams, really our team's success, Shooting Stars, and then the other teams that are really successful in the business are really utilizing Voxer. I use it on and off. I need to be better about using Voxer. I think it really is an underutilized tool. And here's what I'm going to do. And with some of you guys, I already have done this, but I'm going to set up with me and Peggy, because she's my direct upline, and then the person that's direct to me, a group chat with the 3 of us. And the reason I'm adding Peggy into it, so really what you want to do is somebody below you want to add your 2 uplines. And the reason I think that this is going to be very helpful is because not only are you hearing from me, but you're hearing from somebody else who's been in the business a little bit longer. And it's training like each way. I'll get training from Peggy as I listen to Peggy, because compared to Peggy, I'm still pretty new in the business as well. So I don't know everything. I'm learning as we go as well. So really plugging each other in and having that triad, if you will, I think it's going to be really beneficial. And so that you guys know, let's say you're 2 down for me. I'm always accessible to you. I'm always excited. If you've got a question, I'm here to help you. And so utilizing that Voxer chat, we'll get to chat as much as we want. If it's every day, great. If it's, every other day, whatever we want to utilize that for. But my direct downline, knowing that Peggy is right there for you to bounce questions off of. Just know that at any time, even if you're not in that Voxer chat, that Peggy and Bree are so accessible to you guys. Faye's going to chat about that just briefly in just a minute, but please know that they are so accessible to you guys at any time, because their hearts are really to just help all of us succeed. So I'm going to be real intentional about it. I feel like I've been pretty scattered here lately, and I really just want to kind of to just get very intentional and really I guess I just hit everything that I need to say. So intentional. I think it'll really help us to be successful and hit our goals better. So look for, if you're not on Voxer, download the Voxer app. It's free. And then look for a message from me. And then if you guys have downline, go ahead and get a chat set up with me and your downline, and then we can kind of move forward from here.
Can I say, is there a way that you can, you used to forward us stuff from the big, I don't know what it's called, but the big Shooting Stars chat? I'll just say I don't use Voxer as much because it's overwhelming to me. Like, there's so many people talking and so much stuff coming. I just kind of tune it out because there's too much. But I know there's good information on there. I just don't.
Well, here's what I'm going to say about that, because there's a lot of chats that I don't, there's like 50 messages or 60 messages. I think what we're going to do until you get to maybe a certain point, like your VF or your 2000 plus or something like that, we're just going to have a small chat, like me, you, and your direct downline. And they don't need to be added to any other chats until they're ready to be added to any other chats, because you're 100% right. It can be way too overwhelming. So if we just have, very specific chats for just those, and then those are the ones that we look at. And those are the ones that we use right now. But yes, if there is still pertinent information that I see on the Shooting Stars larger Voxer chat or something, I'll make sure, like I did last night, I posted that link in there so that everybody could see that. Hold on one second, sorry. Then take care of it. Sorry. The video game is not working. So let's give it a try and see how that works. Keep it simple in the beginning. And, if you feel like you just signed up a new rep and they're not ready to be added to that group messenger chat yet, that's okay. Don't add them to that yet, because that can get overwhelming too for people. So just kind of get a feel for what they want. If you think they're going to want to dive in with both feet and go full throttle, then maybe that's a good place for them. Or if they just need to be plugged in with you and me, and we just kind of go from there, we'll try that. Okay, so speaking of that though, Faye, I really, really hope you guys all get a chance to listen to that audio that I sent you from Leanne Harris. I put it in our group chat last night. It was called Attacking Disease. And for me, it just brought me again back to my why I do this business, why I share Juice Plus, why everybody needs to hear that message. Did anybody get a chance to listen to it yet?
I'm halfway through.
Okay. What do you think so far? I don't know go ahead. What do you think so far?
I really like it a lot.
Yeah.
I just like Wendy Campbell's take on it and who she puts on her calls too. I think she has a really good, I don't know. I just have been listening to a lot of her things because our sideline buddy has been sending them to me. So, yeah. I haven't really sat down and wrote anything about it, so I can't really tell you other than what I heard, and then it's affecting me. I know that. I'm looking at every relationship that I have in a different way, and there's so many people out there, especially right now that I'm dealing with, with brand new type 1 diabetes 6-year-old, and she's just I'm not going to try anything. I'm not going to do it, and how do I get that across? I can't, she's in a situation where she's just dealing with life stuff, and she's not going to add anything into her kid's diet that she doesn't know, and even that she doesn't know what she's really adding into the insulin now that's affecting her. But there's more problems with her than we expected. She's got her belly is really gassy, and so they're trying to figure out what that might be. So then they might take her off gluten and dairy and all other things. And so really, she has a great diet. She really does. The kid eats vegetables constantly. And now, but her mind is, if I eat a vegetable and I eat a protein, I don't have to have insulin because those are free foods. And so it's in order for her to have insulin, she has to have a carbs. And so she's associating that in a whole different way now. And it's really sad. And her mom's trying to make it so it's, no, you need to live on carbs too. So it's just, I don't know. I'm just listening. I'm being a friend, but I did offer to give it to her for free. To try it out, but she's just not there yet. So yeah. And then Dee, my teammate, her dad having cancer, that's really hard. I offered to send it to him. She's right now just declined. I gave money towards his GoFundMe page. I'm just trying to, do what I can and help out as much as I can, but, and, give it away, because really that's what they need. They need Juice Plus. So, and a better diet too. So let's just hope that it helps, or at least it sticks. Cause I know why they both, at least my Dee signed up, so to help herself. So I'm hoping that it'll come down the pipe and that she'll accept it when I want to send it. So
yeah, something will strike a chord with her at some point. Yeah. I think what's really, really great about this particular audio is that it doesn't just talk about Juice Plus. It certainly does, but she very clearly hammers home the broken medical system, and what doctors are allowed and are not allowed to talk about and share. And and then just the correlation between nutrition and health. And she talks about it from from a very simple scientific way, if that makes sense. Like, she's very intelligent, but she puts it very simple. And it's one that as soon as I listened to it last night, I, of course, well, actually I sent it to you guys before I listened to it. Then I listened to it, and then I just bam, 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 like I sent it to a couple people, and I just said, please, please, please listen to this, including my family. If not my family, the most, because they still don't get it.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart that they don't get it. But I'm like, if you would just listen to this, and I'm going to see them tomorrow. I'm leaving tomorrow to see them. And if they don't listen to it on their own, we're going to listen to it together. You know, my brother-in-law is just, it just breaks my heart. He's on and off like antidepressant medications and so many other issues that are going on in his body. And I know, and he is taking Juice Plus now, thankfully. But I know if we could make a few other changes, I have no doubt it would be such a huge blessing to their family. You know, he is healing a little bit with the Juice Plus, but he's got so much further to go. It just breaks my heart. But praise the Lord. I mean, I'm hoping he takes it every day. My sister tells me he takes it every day. I don't know if he really is or not. But that's baby step number one. Number two is just to get them to understand the correlation between health and nutrition. So anyway, I really highly encourage you guys to listen to that. And if you feel compelled to share that with people, just go ahead and just forward that on to people. And if not, maybe it'll just inspire you to share a little bit more with people too about why we do. But again, it brought me back to my why. And I know after our Zoom chat last week, we had our Shooting Stars call, and that's what Peggy and Bree talked about. And it just, again, you know, in the midst of a little bit of the stress trying to reach goals and stuff, I know a couple of us are trying to reach some pretty lofty goals in the business. Set that aside. You guys have all done a tremendous job getting this far this fast. Whether you're hitting your HLP, whether you're hitting your 2,000 plus, whether you're almost a sales coordinator, Faye, like the fact that you guys have moved this fast and are actually hitting these goals, that's incredible. That is really incredible, because I have numerous people underneath me that have never even hit their HLP. So, and that's okay, but kudos to you guys. But again, when Peggy and Bree talked last week about the why, set aside all those goals. Set aside the deadline. Set aside if you're feeling any stress. This shouldn't be stressful. This should be fun. And get back to the heart of your why. Why are you doing this? And again, the call last week and then listening to this last night was just like, yes, this is what exactly I needed to hear, because I'm doing this because I love to help people. So the product helps me help people. It helps me get them better. The business helps me help people and get them better in whatever way that the business can offer, which is so many different things. We all know, I'm sure we've all been touched by that, whether it's finances, whether it's emotional, mental, physical, whatever it is, this business has helped. So just really gave me just a good reminder and a good reality check, I guess, if you will, to just get back to what you love. You know, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of stress sometimes when you've got the goals, but just know your whole team is behind you. We're all here to help and support and get it done. And even if it doesn't get done by the time you want it, then you just reset your goal, you know, and you just keep going, and it's going to happen. If you want it to happen, it will. So we just keep plugging forward. So anyway, I highly encourage you guys to listen to that. And I would love to hear your thoughts after you do as well. I'd love to kind of just chit-chat about that a little bit. Okay. Well, okay, without talking about anything else, that's kind of all I had. Faye, do you want to go ahead and just share just a little bit about what happened this week?
Sure. So Sheree and I were talking yesterday, and we were, I don't know what the word is, reaching out. Needed a little bit extra help, needed a little extra boost, something like that. And so Kristen suggested calling Bree, and I was like, I'm not going to call her. She's like a general. It's like, that's like crazy. I'm like, are you serious? And but then I remembered my accountability part, my sideline, telling me about talking to Bree 2 weeks ago. And she said that Bree actually called her. I think she had heard that she was going through some stuff too. So that made me, like, having that validation made me think, okay, it is okay. And so I Voxed her, and she pretty much answered immediately and said, yes, let's set up a call. And gosh, before I knew it, we were on the phone with her like an hour, Cherie, almost an hour. And I kept looking at the clock thinking, oh my gosh, she's got her new distributor call. And she's just, just blessing us with so many good words. And she really just, at least for me, and I'll let Cherie talk too real quick, but for me, it brought it back to why I'm doing this and approaching people not from a point of, do you know that you're not getting enough vegetables, or do you know how many vegetables are in this? And more from a point of, like you were just saying, Virginia, like looking and seeing who needs it and focusing on that and how you can help them. And so even words that, that I tend to use at our salad parties, like, everybody can use more fruits and vegetables, even just not even saying that so much, but just talking to the people and figuring out what it is that they're really, what they really need in their life. And it's funny, I'd never heard this until she mentioned it last night, but then when I listened to one of the other recordings, I don't think it was the one you sent, Kirsten, but it was another one that was on that page, because I'd been flipping through those looking. But for anybody that doesn't know where those recordings come from, they come from the Campbell site, and it's the Monday Night Call series. And there was one on there she suggested for me and Cherie, because we both have a little bit of self-confidence issues. And the call was called Introvert to NMD.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, Priscilla actually listened to it today too. She said she listened to it twice because it was so good. So she's going to work her way through some of those too. But anyway, I can't remember if it was that one or another one I listened to, but they talked about the form, and which is family, occupation, recreation, and mission. And that was just something I hadn't heard before. Because we're running out of time, we can talk about that later. But anyway, that was something that I thought, okay, that's something I'm really going to focus on now to use when I'm talking to people, and just be much more intentional, because I think I have, when I invite people to Facebook parties, I do it because there is a reason that I think of them. Mm-hmm. But then after the Facebook party, what I tend to do is, okay, so what do you think? Do you want to get more fruits and veggies into your life? And I don't really take that next step and say, here's how this can affect your son, or here's how this can affect you, kind of thing. So it was really helpful to me. And just hearing her stories and hear her struggles when she started out, and, the mistakes that she made, and just trying to make us feel like, she was there to support us was really nice. I don't know. Cherie, do you have anything to add? Cherie?
It was amazing that she took the time. I mean, I'm a peon in this company. I mean, I just started, and it is absolutely amazing that she took so much time out of her schedule to talk to us. And she really talked to us. She was not distracted at all. And she kept on asking any other questions. And I kept on looking at the clock, knowing that she had another call. I mean, I couldn't, but she didn't care. She didn't care at all. So it was so nice to have that. The main thing that I got out of it, I mean, I haven't had an event yet. And so I'm trying to schedule that and find some courage and whatever else I need in order to make that happen. And we had a barbecue here a couple days ago, and I had a house full of people. Juice Plus never came up once, because I'm like, I don't even know how to talk about it. How do you even introduce it and start talking to people? She's like, it's not about Juice Plus. Mm-hmm. It's about relationships. You have to find what these people need and then feed into that. It's not about Juice Plus. You don't start the conversation with Juice Plus, because then you're coming across as being that salesperson, which I didn't want to be.
Right.
So she talked a lot about relationships and building on relationships and how to go about making those conversations and building relationships on that. And she gave me quite a few pointers on how to go about focusing on the event that I'm going to have, Salads in a Jar party on Sunday, and how I should kind of lay that out. Because I'm like, again, I don't want to keep the information from them that they're coming to a party to learn about a product, but that's not the whole reason I want them there. I'm not inviting you to, like a Pampered Chef party where you're there to buy a product and, to help the hostess. yes, I feel it's important to reach out and tell you what I know and what it's been for my family, but that's not what it's all about. So she gave me great pointers on how to, focus and where to put my energy and just make it, try and make it as natural as possible, I guess, when you're talking to people that you just really are intimidated by the fact that you want to be genuine. That's really my concern. I really want to be genuine, and I don't want to be a salesperson, and just, how to balance all of that. So it was awesome.
Good. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. And listen, I cannot wait till you guys for you to actually meet Bree in person. Like, you think she's great over the phone? Yeah. You just wait till you meet her in person. And Peggy too. You guys, I'm telling you, I say it all the time, we're blessed. We really truly are. And I think you guys got a little glimpse of that. They're so approachable. Approachable and willing to help and wanting to help everybody. So call yourself a peon. You're no peon. You're just as important as everybody else in this little chat right here and everybody else on our team. So, but I totally get what you're saying, especially military mentality. Military mentality gets you thinking, oh, she's so out of reach, but nope, not in this world, not in this Juice Plus world. So you guys, thank you so much for sharing that. I'm so glad that you guys, just took the time to message Bree and that you guys made that happen. So that is incredible. I know big things are going to come from that. And can I tell you too, you guys, I used to be in the same boat, believe it or not. I know you don't.
I don't believe it.
I was. I didn't know how to talk about it either. I really didn't. And I don't know if you remember Bree said on our call, was it 2 times ago, when she looked at me and said Peggy needed me to hit my 2,000 plus, and I was just like, whoa, no, I don't think so. But it happened, and then I promise you, it really does come. The more you plug in, the more you reach up, and not just to me, like you guys did to Bree, you're going to get a different perspective from each person, and the more you can reach out to different people on the team, and fortunately we have a team that you can do that with, the more you're going to learn and the more you're going to grow. Because you're just going to get a whole gamut of different experiences. So please rest assured that I really was in your shoes. Bree was in your shoes. Peggy has been in your shoes. We've all been in that place, but know that it's possible to get over that fear and the anxiety, and just not if it's fear and anxiety, but not knowing how to make that transition either. You can learn it. You can learn it. It's not just given. And I think if you guys listen to the introvert, Carmen is actually our sideline buddy, Michelle in Germany, who Virginia knows really well as well as I do. That is Michelle's upline. And we've met her a couple of times. And it really is an amazing, phenomenal story that, again, it shows you anybody can do this. Anybody can be an NMD. Anybody can be. And it just really doesn't depend on your personality. It depends on what you're willing to learn and how coachable and teachable you are. So you guys just keep plugging in as much as you can. And if you are having a hiccup, or you're at a standstill and you're just not sure where to go next or what to do next, just ask, and we'll see what we can come up with. If I don't have an answer, you bet your booty I'm going to go to Peggy, or I'm going to go to Bree, or I'm going to go to Danette and Lori, and they're not even in my line. They're sidelined to me. So yeah, you bet your booty we're going to figure it out, and we're going to make it happen for you. So thank you guys so much for sharing that. I think that's just really, again, validates what we have here with our little Juice Plus side gig. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Okay, does anybody have anything else that they want to share? I know the conference call started 2 minutes ago, but if you've got something real quick you want to share, go ahead, because they're probably still doing introductions. Just don't tell them I said that.
It's recorded.
Shh, don't show them this recording. Okay. Well, awesome. Thank you guys for hopping on. Again, great work this month already so far. We've got, 10 more days-ish, depending on when Qualifiers Day is. And you just guys keep hammering it home, keep sharing, get motivated or inspired, I should say, hopefully by that attacking disease. And then be looking on Voxer. If you've got Voxer, just be looking for a little personal message, and we'll try that out, and we'll see how that works. with plugging into Voxer for a little bit with just our small, little short, little teams. Okay? Okay?
I noticed a new Voxer chat of me.
Yes, there
I
is.
just got it.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Peggy's in there, so let's get connected.
I know she's already messaged.
Oh, good. All right, you guys. Well, have a fabulous day, and we'll talk to you soon. Hop on the conference call right now, happening 3 minutes ago.
Happening.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you, Sheree. Thank you, Faye.